Hi guys, this is it's really a warning video about a YouTuber, 100% Lindz. I didn't really want to make this video. It's not my beef, it's not my business, it's nothing to do with me. I've had 2 months to think about this and I'm not being true to myself if I don't make this video. I don't want to make it because I don't want to lower myself to be like her and what she's caused, but I just think what she's done has been so sly, sneaky and underhanded, and if there's other people she's doing this to, people need to know exactly what she's doing and what she's about and what's happened. So I'm just going to share my experience of what's happened and tell my side of the story basically. So yeah, right, I'll try and keep it as brief as I can while sticking to the facts. Now, this video falls under the Fair Use Act, and forgive me if I'm a little bit catty, I'll try not to be, but as the video goes on you'll see exactly why I'm so angry, hurt and upset by this. So, this is all tea, all shade, all truth. So, my first encounter with 100% Lindz. So, I'm friends with Beauty Hunter and Katrina's Beauty, which is Leanne and Katrina. On one of their videos, it was on I think it was a box swap that me and Leanne had done, and I remember the 100% Lindz had commented, and one day she appeared on one of my videos and commented, give me some tips or info on how to purchase filming setup and lights, although I didn't want any filming equipment or lights, but nonetheless I thought it was helpful of her, so very briefly spoke to her, never spoke to her since. As the time goes on, I was friends with, like, say, Leanne and Katrina, and Leanne had said to me, oh, I'm really good friends with Lindz, you know, she's a mint mate, she tells me, she's telling me things that people have been saying about me, and she's been a really good friend to me. Never thought anything of it. So, as she was Leanne's friend, me and Leanne were doing a collab one day, and I'd said to her, do you want to invite Lindz and ask Lindz if she wants to do this? It was about eyeshadow palettes or something like that. Do you want to invite her to do a collab with us? I commented on Lindsay's video and said, oh, me and Leanne are doing a collab video about eyeshadow palettes if you want to do it with us. She didn't answer me on there, but which I thought was strange at the time, but now I know exactly why she didn't. So fast forward a few weeks, my friend Leanne comes to me and says how she was really disappointed in me and really shocked at comments I've made to Lindz and how she didn't think I was like that, and I was like, whoa, what? Now bear in mind I've never spoke to this fucking Lindz. Anyway, it turns out Lindz has told Leanne that Ditsy has said something along the line, now I can't remember, this was 2 months ago, something along the lines of, I'd gone onto one of Lindsay's videos and said I wished her dead and I wished that her cancer had killed her, and wait for it, her family would be better off without her. Now, 1, I don't fucking know Lindz. 2, I don't know her fucking family, so I sure as hell wouldn't know if her family would be better off without her. I was just baffled. I could not get my head around why she said to Leanne, I've said these things. So when Lindz has told Leanne this, right, Leanne has pulled back from me and like distanced herself from me because she thought I was saying these really horrible, hurtful, mean things. Honestly, I tell you, right, everyone knows I speak my mind and I tell it how it is. If I'd said that, right, I'll hold my hands up now and I'll say, yeah, I did say that, and I'd tell you why I said it, but I did not say it. And I've never, she said that I commented on a cancer video, right? So I said to Leanne, right, I'm going to go straight to YouTube now. I'm going to go to her page and it'll show you exactly what videos I've watched of hers, because it's got a little red bar along the bottom and it shows you in how many minutes of a video you've watched. So I went to her health playlist, and every video, I've never fucking clicked one of them. I think one of them I'd clicked on was a makeup video, and I showed Leanne, I said, there you go, proof that I've never watched any of her videos. Anyway, so I was angry about that, but as I was talking to Leanne, the penny had dropped of things she'd been doing. Now, there was just a few things that Lindz was saying that were causing red flags to Leanne. When all this stuff came out, I decided to ask Katrina. So I spoke to Katrina about it and explained that she'd been making things up and saying that I'd said things and blah de blah. And it turns out that Lindz had been telling people that there was these hate groups made about Leanne, and that people wouldn't sub to Leanne again because she was friends with me, supposedly. She said that Leanne plays on her illness, and because Leanne's got bipolar, split personality, she said that Leanne needs a fucking straitjacket. How disgusting and despicable is that, to say that about Leanne? Beauty Hunter Leanne is one of the nicest, kindest, most placid, fun-loving people you will ever meet. She has a heart of gold. She has sent so many friend mails to people for nothing in return, for nothing other than friendship. She's helped every single person on YouTube who's in that little circle, and she's just been nothing but a nice person. She's never bad-mouthed anyone. She's not two-faced. She doesn't chatter or backstab or be bitchy. She is a really genuine person. So for Lindz to be talking about her behind her back, I cannot get my head around it. But the worst thing, at Christmas time, she'd sent her a Christmas ornament, and when Leanne did a room tour, at this point, right, she was friends with Leanne because the Christmas ornament was in Leanne's room tour, which means they'd sent each other gifts, okay? But at this time, Lindz has gone to Katrina and said, I think Leanne and Ditzy are the same people, because when Leanne did a room tour, some of the gifts that Katrina had sent me, Ditzy, were in Leanne's bedroom tour, so it's the same person. She'd also, around about the same time, Lindz, gone to Enigma 77 and said that she thought that Ditzy and Beauty Hunter was the same person, and she sent Enigma, go and look at Ditzy's channel, and even Enigma said, no, it's not the same person. All the while she's doing this, so bear in mind, she's close friends with Leanne, but yet talking behind her back. The screenshots of all this thing that she's doing, but for her to say that Leanne needs a straitjacket, and he's the worst bit, she said, Leanne needs a good fucking hiding. A good hiding. How fucking dare she talk about her so-called friend who sent her gifts and friend mail? How dare she speak like that about them? That is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Bear in mind, we're all into makeup, right? Because she's seen, I think it was a L'Oreal chocolate gloss and a NYX butter gloss. Come on, how many people have NYX butter gloss? Friggin' hell. Because she's seen that in the same room, she thought, oh, it's the same person. Anyway, that is low though, commenting on Leanne's bipolar and commenting saying she's got a split personality. That is absolutely despicable, and honestly, to me, it's unforgivable. She has got no fucking right speaking about someone's mental health. But the worst thing she's done for me is playing games and doing this to someone who suffers with a mental health, knowing what it could do to them. She's playing mind games with Leanne, telling Leanne people want sub to your channel, and telling Leanne all these people are talking about Leanne. Leanne was paranoid to fuck. She wouldn't dare come back onto YouTube because she's thinking nobody likes her and everybody's talking about her. I said, Leanne, I can assure you, nobody's talking about you. Nobody. Everybody loves you. Everybody except 100% Lindz, who is jealous. That's the only conclusion I can come to why she's done this. Because Leanne and Katrina were on YouTube building channels. They were popular. They had a great little community going. And Lindz, okay, now she might have a few hundred subscribers because she's been posting continuously. But back then, she wasn't growing. Obviously, she's got a boring-ass personality. She liked watching paint dry. But I digress. She's got to have been jealous of them. Got to have been. She called Katrina and she started, Katrina's friend, Lynn, she tried to plant seeds in Katrina's head and saying or I think it might have been to Lindz, and saying, oh yeah, sorry, I'll start again. She said to Katrina, even Lynn said that you send rubbish friend mail. Now, who would say that? Nobody said she sent rubbish friend mail. Nobody. I know this is a little confusing, right, because a lot has gone on, but she just turned on Katrina for no reason at all. She dragged Katrina's family into it. She dragged Katrina's sister into it, right? And she also dragged Katrina's daughter. Now, Katrina's daughter, if you don't know, she's deceased. God rest her soul. Claudia, she's not here to defend herself. So when 100% Lindz drags Katrina's dead daughter into it, that is fucking disgusting. And I will never forgive that. Never. Another thing what she also done as well, she sneakily was telling people, oh, Katrina knows how to fake conversations and Katrina knows how to doctor screenshots. I'm not being disrespectful to Katrina here, right, at all when I say this, but you know, I tell it how it is, right? Katrina is thick as shit with computers. Katrina, I'm sorry if you're watching this, right? You know I'm being honest, right? You are not good with technology, Katrina. Right? Katrina couldn't even make a thumbnail, right? I kid you not. So how could Katrina doctor screenshots and fake conversations? Do you know why she said that? Lindz knows what she said, right? So she was covering her ass in case this ever come out. She could turn around and say, look, I told you Katrina can fake screenshots. I told you Katrina can doctor fake up conversations and things. But you know, she messed up because one day Katrina saying a fake account in Katrina's name. Now, it was using Katrina's full name and it used Katrina's picture, but it wasn't Katrina's account. So when Katrina seen it, she told people on Instagram and she said, look, can you please report this fake account? So everybody went and reported it, which obviously Lindz wasn't banking on that. She didn't expect her to see it, but it just proves how sly, sneaky and devious 100% Lindz is. Trying to think what else there was. Yeah, just speaking about how devious, she told Leanne that there's all these hate groups about Leanne, right? As I said, Leanne got paranoid and she didn't want to come back on YouTube because she thought there was these groups of people talking about her and calling her. And when she asked Lindz about these groups, Lindz had said that these groups were on Facebook, so Leanne had asked like where these groups are, and then she turned around and said that these were private group chats in messages. So when she'd asked her again, and Lindz changed the story yet again and said, oh, it was on Facebook or something like that. And anyway, she could never back anything up. Also, allegedly, 100% Lindz, she's male to female trans. Now, she allegedly put a video up. Now, I didn't see it. I think she took it down, but I think it was a trans story or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, nonetheless, if she's male to female trans, then she shouldn't be threatening a woman, and for her to say that Leanne needs a good hiding and Leanne needs a straitjacket and all this, that is really, really wrong. And aside what she's done to Katrina and Leanne, honestly, right, I just can't get my head around why she would say, I have had no dealings with this girl whatsoever. I've got no reason to say a bad word about her, let alone to wish her dead from cancer. I've lost a lot of family members to cancer, and I would never, never wish that upon my worst enemy, let alone a complete stranger who I knew nothing about. But that really hurt me. It really hurt me hearing that she'd said that, because I just couldn't get my head around why me? Why would she do that and make lies up to Leanne that I've said these hurtful, sick lies? I can't get my head around it. I can't. Like I said, this was 2 months ago, right? But still to this day, it really bothers me because I didn't say it. I would never say that. Never. I mean, even Leanne, God bless her, Leanne doesn't like trouble or confrontation or arguing. Like I said, she's a really happy, fun, loving, nice, kind, genuine person. She really is. So when all this came out, she wasn't mean or nasty. She just asked her, and she just let her know that she knew the truth and that what things are being said. And 100% Lindz, her reaction to it, right? It just said everything. Now, if that was me and it was lies, I'd be absolutely gutted at losing Leanne, a friend. I'd be devastated and I'd want to know who said this, who said that. But there was none of that. She never once mentioned being upset at losing Leanne as a friend. So that showed exactly what she thought of her. Exactly what she thought of her. And I still don't know why she had it in for Katrina. Katrina did nothing to her. Nothing to Lindz. I don't understand why she was mean and nasty to Katrina. Why she had a vendetta against her. Why she dragged Katrina's sister into it and Katrina's daughter who's deceased. Why did she do all that? When she knows the tough time that Katrina was having. And Leanne, both these girls were having, they were struggling with things, as we all do. And Lindz knew this, but yet she still did this and played mind games with Leanne. And yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry this video's gone on long enough, but I'm just going to... This, I just wanted to warn people, because she's on YouTube with everyone up her ass. She's acting nicey nice, acting like butter wouldn't melt. People need to know exactly what she's like. But I tell you what, I'm just going to insert a few clips from her video, and I'm going to show you a body language, a facial expressions, and micro expressions, and you be the judge and see whether 100% Lindz was telling you the truth in her bullying and what was the video? Bullying and discrimination. And it was right after this happened, after Leanne, I say Leanne confronted her. She didn't confront her, but you know what I mean. After Leanne brought the subject up, Lindz made this video within 24 hours. So in less than 24 hours, Lindz has got a solicitor. She's traced all the IP address. She's got it back off her solicitor. That they've managed to track him down. What a load of bullshit. Anyway, I'll insert now. I think it's a little bit long, but watch it honestly, because it's some fantastic. Like I've said it a few times. Words lie, but your face doesn't. Your face always tells the truth. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Just be careful, and if you're friends with her, just honestly be really cautious and careful, and pay attention to what she's telling you, because she's one sly, sneaky, devious person. Right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye. Sorry, I forgot to add, I will gladly hand over my phone to the authorities so they could check my device. I've got nothing to hide. I've done nothing. And also, 2 months ago was when she made that video, when she's got her lawyers and her solicitors, her legal teams working on it, and they've got the IP addresses. I'm just wondering, they've not been to my house, they've not been to Katrina's house. Again, what lies? But you'll see that now when you keep watching. Anyway, right, let's get on with it. Let's look at her micro expressions.
Make a few mistakes in different bits and pieces, but this is what it is here on 100% Lindz. And, you know, those of you who've been here for a while wouldn't expect anything less. I mess up, I make mistakes, you know, at the end of the day, I'm human. And that's kind of what you get here. So, first of all,
don't want to spend too long on this. The credit to this video, I am critiquing on under the Fair Use Act. It's from the YouTube channel 100% Lindz. So after Lindz was confronted, this video was put out roughly, well actually it wasn't even 24 hours later, and that in itself there's a lot of discrepancies, and which we'll get into later, but I just want to quickly go over. So just her body language, facial expressions, micro expressions. As they say, your words lie, but your face doesn't. So I just want to quickly go over a couple of things in her video, just to point out. I'm just going to use this little pointer. So you can see here she's looking, so it's our right of the screen, her left. So that's her, that's her memory, a truth side. So the our left of the screen, or her right, that's, hang on, this way, that's her imaginative, deceptive side. So yeah, let's get on with it.
I didn't take any bollocks from anybody. Anybody said anything, I wouldn't turn around and physically, you know, lash out, but I would turn around and go, oi, I ain't taking this, you know, leave me alone. And once you kind of stand up for yourself against these people, they do tend to back down, unless they're behind a keyboard. Now, when they're behind a keyboard...
Now the first micro expression, she's showing contempt. She's talking about the people and she's showing utter contempt. That means that the people are beneath her, they're just worthless to her. And here it is.
Kind of stand up for yourself against these people. They do tend to back down, unless they're behind a keyboard.
There we go. She tilts her head back. She's got a lip corner, it's raised on one side. This is utter contempt. Look at that face. Look at that face. Utter contempt, disgust beneath her.
Now, when they're behind a keyboard...
Did you catch that look? Here she's displaying anger. She's got her lips pursed together, her upper eyelids raised to make like a staring quality.
Now, when they're behind a keyboard...
Here we go. There's the look. Lips pursed together. Can you see the eyelids? That's anger.
No. If I have something to say, I come and say it to you. You know, I don't have any hesitation with putting myself across. But if somebody's just pissed me off or I'm annoyed with them or they're just a gossiping Nelly, I will block.
Here she's showing how she really feels. This is a look of disgust. Her nose wrinkles. Can you see her upper lip? It's raised. Utter disgust.
Block. Fuck off, because, you know,
nice.
my life's too important.
Very
I've been
nice.
through far too much in my life to care.
This is a look of anger. Face scowled. The mouth pursed open. Now you'll see the manipulator in her. Here we go.
Do you know, it's not a game I've ever played.
She's moving in a seat while she's staring. I'm just going to pause this. So she's moving in. This is classic manipulator. She's moving in a seat while she's stating, "It's a game I've never played." She's touching her hair here, and that is classic manipulator. And she covers her mouth. It's just telltale signs on her face. She is a master manipulator.
I have absolutely no ties with any of these people other than I've met them through this toilet.
Sorry, it's really pouring down outside, so I'm not sure if you can hear. I just wanted to go over this again because I stopped it in 2. So this is just to show you the manipulation. So what you're looking for, she's moving in her seat, like fidgeting about while stating, "It's a game I've never played." She's touching her hair, which is manipulation, and she covers her mouth, if you see. So here we go.
Do you know, it's not
Moving in the seat.
Played, and it's not a game I ever intend to
She covers her mouth,
so,
covering her mouth, manipulator, touching her hair.
Without saying a word, I have absolutely no ties with any of these people.
While on this one as well, she's also displaying disgust. She's like dispelling away with her hands, and you see her upper eyelid raises. It's anger. She's being deceptive. Here we go. Watch for her dispelling it away with her hands.
have
Hang on, sorry. Here we go.
absolutely
The
no
spelling
ties
away with
with
the
any of
hands.
these people other than I've met them through
And
this
again,
type
with the
of media.
hands.
But it would be exactly the same if it was somebody that I knew for a while that started.
And again, she covers her mouth again, which is manipulation.
If it was somebody that I knew for a while
Here we go.
that started into a load of stuff, I'd say first of all, right, I'm not interested.
Now, usually, to see these micro expressions, you need to like slow the footage down because they only happen for like a split second. But she's doing them so obvious that I don't need to slow it down. You can actually see them in real time, real speed. So yeah, sorry that the phone's shaking, and the phone screen's cracked, but it's the only way I could film and go over this with commentary at the same time. So yeah, this next one, whoever she's talking about here, she's displaying fear. So here we go.
Decide to go against you for whatever reason, okay? Now, I've one that got involved.
So her eyebrows are raised and pulled together. She's got tensed lower eyelids. Her lips are they're like slightly stretched horizontally back to her ears. She's agitated and she keeps looking downwards. She's probably realising the trouble that she's caused.
And I've never had any contact with this girl at all. Apparently.
See that look there?
She said this, that and the other about me, or she's done this, that and the other.
That's a nervous laugh there.
Right?
With fear.
Or I'm supposed to have said this, that and the other about her. I don't know, it all got a bit confusing.
She's looking downwards. She's making up lies on the spot. Deception. Pupils are dilated. She's sitting in front of a ring light. Her pupils should not be like that. Looking downwards again. Let's pause that. She's just stated there she had to pay money, but while she says it, she's shaking her head no. So she says, I had to pay money, and she's shaking her head no. If she had to pay money, she would be nodding her head yes. She's doing this subconsciously. She doesn't even realise she's doing it. Like I say, words lie, your face doesn't. Let's have a look at that again. When she says she's had to pay money, watch her shaking her head no. So she hasn't paid any money. She's full of shit, lying, deceptive.
At the moment, lovelies, and I can't unfortunately go into too much detail about it because it's under investigation.
Here we go. I had to pay money, shaking her head no. Giveaway, busted Lindz.
Fake accounts made in my name.
This is hilarious.
Things like IP addresses tracked.
Notice she keeps looking down and looking to this side. Lying, deceptive. She's making up lies on the spot.
There was a WhatsApp.
This is brilliant.
Somebody had.
So now you're going to see the deception again. So she looks up to the right again. So it's her right, so it's our left. So here. She looks up to the right again and she's licking her lips. And that is a classic telltale sign of somebody who's trying to cover lies up on the spot. And when she's saying about the WhatsApp and she gets it wrong, she's distancing herself from the act. So she's getting basic things wrong, like WhatsApp. That's misleading. She's misleading you, and she's just being very, very deceptive. Here we go. She's looking over here, licking her lips,
There was a WhatsApp.
getting simple things wrong, licking her lips, distancing herself from the act. Deception, manipulator, liar, misleading you. Now when she's talking about these alleged fake screenshots that she claims she's seen, now bear in mind, she didn't provide any proof of this in her video. If she's got these screenshots, she would have put them in this video and showed you, but she didn't. And when she's talking about them, there was No genuine surprise on her face. Her eyebrows raised for longer than 1 second. She's lying out of her ass again. Lying out of her ass. She never saw any screenshots. Her face tells it all. Here we go. Watch your eyebrows. And watch how long they're raised for. Sorry, hang on. Stupid phone. Here we go.
WhatsApp.
Watch your eyebrows.
And somebody had obviously had their own name or something like that, but they changed it to mine, and they put my picture on that, making out they were having these conversations. That was me. Right?
No genuine surprise. The eyebrows. She's holding them up. No genuine surprise. Lies. Here she's agitated, moving about and fidgeting in her seat again. She's looking downwards. She's making up lies on the spot yet again. Here we go.
And I must say, I've got a couple of screenshots of them. They were quite well worded for me.
Animated, looking down.
I'd probably be a little bit more, let's say...
Making up lies on the spot here.
Yeah, most of my stuff's
not well rehearsed, Lindz. You're giving everything away. Here we go, looking to a line, deceptive side again. Fidgeting, moving in a chair, while looking down the whole time.
I think it's called a VPN. I don't know anything about these type of things.
Oh, you do. Oh, but you do.
Did have, like, tried to have this VPN.
There, that look. Did you catch that? Oof. Oof, that look there is utter contempt. One side of her lip is raised slightly. That look. Unbelievable. These micro expressions from her are textbook. And no matter what she's saying in this video, her face is telling a completely different story. Completely different story. I'm just glad that people can see how misleading and deceptive and lying and sneaky this girl is being. Because her face is telling you everything. Let's get on with it.
Didn't work, thankfully. We got the location over in the UK. I have another location here that's about 60.
Now she's displaying anger, her lips pursed together, her eyes glare. When she says that she's got the address in the UK, she's shaking her head. So she says, well, we've got the address over in the UK, and she's shaking her head. She hasn't got the address. It's a lie. She's lying again. She's misleading you. Let's have a look at that again. Here we go.
IP address. It didn't work, thankfully.
While shaking her head, no. Watch.
Over in the UK. I have another location here that's about 60, 70 miles away from me with another fake account. But there was two over in the UK. One here, different platforms, different networks.
Making up lies on the spot again, looking down.
To be honest.
Just another lie she tells. I think towards the end of the video she states that she's got her own legal team because she needs it for her business, okay? Now she states she had to get some sort of legal person in, some sort of Now, if she had a legal team, she would know them and she'd be familiar with them, and she would not refer to them as some sort of person or some sort of legal person. Let's watch.
To walk away from me, to think that I'm a bad person in every sense.
You are a bad person.
Blah, blah, blah. As I said, solicitors dealing with all this.
Shaking her head, no.
Some sort of person to come in.
Some sort of person.
Source these.
If she had a legal team, as I said, she'd be familiar with them, she would know them, and she'd say, I had to get my legal team in. But to refer to them as some sort of person, that implies she didn't get anybody. And she's saying this while shaking her head no. So let's go back and watch that. Here we go. Keep your eye on her head and what she's doing. She's telling you she had to get a legal person, a solicitor, all the while shaking her head no. Here we go.
Aspect, blah, blah, blah. As I said, solicitors dealing with all this.
No, they're not.
I had to get some sort of person to come in and legally source these false fake accounts.
You're a liar.
Or anything like that since I got rid of them. So I know that I'm in the clear there legally.
in the clear legally. What about morally, Lindz? Are you in the clear morally? You know what you did to Leanne and to Katrina. Are you in the clear morally, Lindz? Come on. No, you're friggin' not.
That's it gone, but
That look there, where she had her brows knitted together, her upper eyelids are drooping, and she's losing focus in the eyes. It's like the realisation's hit her of what she's done and that she's been caught out. Look at that look on her face. Then she goes on to add in a second, she hasn't done anything to deserve it, but when she says that, her head is nodding that yes, she has. She knows she has done something to deserve it because, well, I say to deserve it, she only got asked, confronted about what she'd done. But yeah, let's watch her here. When she says she hasn't done anything wrong and she's nodding, yes, she has. Honestly, you do this subconsciously, you don't even know you're doing it. Your face and body language tell so much.
it was never something that I expected I was going to start getting a load of abuse about.
Because you didn't think you would get caught.
But I haven't done anything to deserve it.
Nodding.
Apart from wash my hands of people that are in these horrible little groups of...
This is the bit where she states that she's got a legal team. But when she says that she's got a legal team, she's shaking her head. No, she hasn't got a legal team. And she's been deceptive again. She also rolls her tongue. It's all lies. Here we go.
Don't come picking on other people, especially ones that are strong enough to handle you and know what they're doing legally. I have a legal team because I need one for my business.
Did you catch that?
Okay?
Sorry.
So
Before, when she said, and people who know what they're doing legally, and said, I have a legal team, she looked to a deceptive lying side. I'm just going to rewind that and show you because, hang on, right, here we go. Keep your eyes on where she's looking, but also keep your eyes on what she's saying and her head nodding to the opposite of what she's saying. Here we go.
legally, I have a legal
Deceptive.
team because I need one for my business. Okay, so they're on the ball with everything. I don't. Yeah.
Deceptive.
So anyway,
Lies.
that's basically that. I've got a few other bits and pieces coming up. I'm glad now that I have covered.
Sorry, I didn't go back far enough.
Questions as some of...
Sorry. Hang on. Here we go.
Don't come picking on other people.
Keep your eyes on her.
Ones that are strong enough to handle you.
Looking here and nodding with the legal team.
I have
There we go.
a legal team.
Have the legal team. Did you see that?
Okay?
Watch. I have a legal team. And she's shaking her head no. Watch this.
And know what they're doing legally. I have a legal team because I need one for my business. Okay? So
Lick the
they're on
lips.
the ball with everything.
You see it?
I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, that's basically that.
Oh, that look.
I've got a few other bits and pieces coming up.
Your words lie, your face doesn't, Lindz. You've been caught out. Busted.